Although the Friends actors adored their time on the show, it wasn't all perfect. Each one of the main cast members had their least and most favorite moments. Let's find out who hated her outfits, what Courteney Cox really thought about playing Fat Monica.
They made me dance in the fat suit.
And how Marcel the monkey completely enraged Ross.
He threw some feces.
Jennifer Aniston. For the Rachel actress, the best episodes in the show were the ones with flashbacks.
Fat Monica and Rachel pre-nose job and Ross with his afro.
And her absolute favorite episode was the one with the prom video. Jennifer loved it not only because it had those sweet flashbacks, it also featured the he's her lobster moment in the end, which made it so much more special. After all, as the actress revealed in the Friends reunion, she and David Schwimmer had a crush on each other at the time. Anyway, another thing Aniston loved about Friends was the guest stars. In a pre-reunion interview, the actress recalled her ex-husband especially fondly.
And Mr. Pitt was wonderful. Yeah.
And of course, being a fashionista in real life, Jennifer also loved Rachel's wardrobe. Most of all, she adored the yellow dress with embroidery on it from season 5's episode, The One with All the Kissing. It's truly gorgeous, isn't it? And in fact, Aniston appreciated their wardrobes for the show because no one ever made them wear something they didn't like. It was just sort of what we felt comfortable in, she shared. But one of her co-stars didn't feel so good about it. We'll get back to that later, but for now, let's see what Aniston hated about the show. She still doesn't understand how so many people loved her haircut in the first 2 seasons. For Jennifer, it was the worst cut ever because it required enormous maintenance, and she thought that it looked ugly. And reportedly, the hairdresser who gave it to the actress was high while working on her hair. But hey, the cut's still iconic, right? And there was something else about the show Jen didn't like, just like her co-star. Matt LeBlanc. Do you know what the actors really thought about the storyline with Rachel and Joey dating? It seemed weird and forced to most fans, but Jen and Matt actively hated it. LeBlanc stated that it was wildly inappropriate to turn these two characters into a couple. Of course, it was because of the whole Ross and Rachel backstory. Matt knew that Joey would never date his best friend's soulmate. How Matt felt about Jen in real life and how Joey treated Rachel was also a factor. It's like, I want to be with my sister, the actor commented. Aniston also didn't believe anything serious could ever happen between the two. It was more physical than emotional with them, she said. We couldn't agree more. Anyway, let's see what LeBlanc liked about the show. The Joey actor has not one, but 2 favorite episodes. Back in 2012, he revealed that it was the last one because it made him so sentimental. That was really tough knowing that that was coming to an end. The greatest gig ever, Matt commented. And more recently, the actor said that he also loved the one with George Stephanopoulos from the first season. Do you remember how the boys went to a Rangers game and Ross was hit in the face with the puck?
And Joey, of course, has the puck, just because he somehow got it, and Schwimmer's got the bandage on his face.
Just like most of the early episodes, it was classic. And now we're moving on to Lisa Kudrow. For her, the best Friends episode ever was the one where everybody finds out. In her own words, she had many fun things to do in it. Yeah, that was hilarious. In fact, another Friends actor also thinks that it was the best episode. Keep watching to learn who it is. Lisa also loved the one with Joey's new brain and the scene where Ross was trying to play the bagpipes and Phoebe sang along. It's so stupid and funny, Kudrow commented. And another episode the actress remembers was when Sean Penn arrived at a Halloween party at Monica's apartment. It was pretty amusing, right? But there was one thing from this episode that Lisa didn't like, and that was playing Ursula. Kudrow felt too much pressure portraying 2 characters. Fortunately, she didn't have to do it too often. Another thing Lisa disliked in the show was playing the guitar.
I didn't like the guitar, I wasn't getting it, and so I think I even asked, what if she plays the bongos?
So she only learned a few chords and was done with it. As it turned out, that was more than enough for Phoebe. And one more thing that wasn't particularly fun for Lisa was Phoebe's wardrobe choices. She always felt bigger than Jennifer and Courtney, and her outfits in the show didn't make her look any thinner. Sometimes the clothes, when I'd see the show, were so sort of full of volume, the actress shared. She's right about the volume, but still, Phoebe's outfits were always on point, just like those of Courteney Cox. Do you think that her favorite episode is Monica's gorgeous wedding to Chandler? No, it's actually the one with the blackout from season 1. A few years ago, Courtney shared that she loved the scene with the cat on Ross's back.
Down on creation.
But the Ross actor himself didn't enjoy that scene as much. Keep watching to find out why. Besides that, Courtney loved doing the routine. Who wouldn't love that? And one more thing from the series that Courtney liked was slightly more controversial. It was playing Fat Monica. I felt so free. I could dance, just sit up and dance and have no problem at all. I did love it, the actress shared. And what do you think about overweight Monica? Too controversial or okay for the 90s? Share in the comments below. Meanwhile, there's something else Courtney appreciated in the show after rewatching Friends before the reunion. She just loved Ross and Rachel's very first kiss in the second season and said that it was done amazingly well. Oh, and how can we forget about Tom Selleck playing Richard? In one of the pre-reunion interviews, Cox said that he was the sweetest and she loved doing scenes with him. But of course, not everything was perfect for Courtney in the Friends world. There was something she didn't like about being in the show, and that was the lack of an Emmy nomination. You see, Cox was the only Friends gang member who was never nominated during the show's run. And it didn't feel good, even though she was happy for her co-stars. When every single cast member was nominated but me, it definitely hurt my feelings, the actress recently revealed. Finally, this year, Courtney received her first ever Emmy nomination for the Friends reunion alongside everyone else. She must have been happy. And what about her on-screen husband? Matthew Perry. For him, the best episode of Friends was the one with Ross's new girlfriend. And it's because of one particular line Chandler says. Remember how Joey recommended a tailor and couldn't remember when he first started going to him?
Excuse me, 15. All right, when was 1990?
And Chandler's response is the line that remains Matthew's favorite.
You have to stop the Q-tip when there's resistance.
The best thing about this line is that it was all Perry's. According to the script, he was just supposed to scoff and not say anything, but the Q-tip remark made the scene so much funnier. And, like Lisa Kudrow, he also liked the one where everybody finds out.
They don't know that we know they know we know.
But the episode Matthew didn't like will surprise you. It was the one where Joey and Chandler were lounging in their chairs all day long. During the reunion, the actor revealed that when he first read the script of this episode, he thought it was extremely stupid. LeBlanc convinced him that it was actually brilliant, and Perry decided to have fun with it. But there was another episode that Matthew completely refused to shoot. It featured Chandler visiting a gay strip club, not to look at men, but for the sandwiches they served there. The actor decided that it was over the top, and the writers listened to him and scrapped the idea. Phew. And here's one more thing the actor struggled with throughout the entire show. He had very low self-esteem and anxiety, which made him worry that the audience wouldn't like his jokes. If I didn't get the laugh I was supposed to get, I would freak out, he commented. It's really sad that he had to go through this, because he was always the funniest character in Friends. Let's hope that he understands that now, and let's move on to David Schwimmer. Just like Courtney, he liked the one with the blackout. It was fun to film, but one particular moment wasn't too enjoyable for him. As you might have guessed, it was the cat on his back one. David revealed that the director initially told him that he'd let him know when to stop acting like the cat was attacking him, but he never did. So David ended up running all over the balcony for what felt like forever. But the result was brilliant, right? One more thing Schwimmer disliked also comes from the first season. As the actor revealed in the reunion, he absolutely hated filming with Marcel because of how often the monkey would mess up.
We're about to do something really funny, but the monkey didn't hit its mark, so we have to start again.
Interestingly, the monkey's trainer, Mike Morris, recently commented that it was all because of Schwimmer himself. The trainer revealed that the actor was doing fine with Marcel at first, but then he noticed that the monkey got more attention than him and became jealous. And since David's attitude changed, the monkey also started behaving differently. Who do you think's telling the truth, David or the trainer? Anyway, let's talk about what the actor loved about the show. What David recalls very fondly was how they filmed Joey and Ross trying to take a nap. Interestingly, he loves the blooper even more than the scene itself. It really was hilarious. And the actor's favorite episode was the one with the holiday armadillo.
Ooh, and Happy Hanukkah!
That's definitely a memorable one, and Cole Sprouse, who played Ben, also lists it as his favorite. By the way, would you like to know more about what Cole and the other child stars of Friends are doing now? Then watch the video we made about them, and stay awesome!